Alrighty, give me 1 second, let me make my usual posts, and then we will get started. Where'd I go? 1, and 2, and 3. Alright, and then I just need to full screen this. There we go. Alright. And hello! Hello! So yesterday I didn't do a whole lot. We cleared the 3rd floor of the Grim Garden, and I'm gonna do more Grim Garden today. Yeah. I still want to get the I still want to get Van's old outfit and whatever goodies we can from the Grimoire Decryption. So yeah, I'm gonna run some more Grim Garden. That's gonna be what we're doing, and that's it. Nothing story-wise actually happened. Although I think I might actually just go to the shops here, see what they have first. Oh wait, no, they don't have weapons. So then you know what? Maybe. Yeah, you know what? Let's go check out the shops real fast first. Because at least this way, with the shops, I can just get whatever's there. I think there's the... Oh, but the Giscard had the... Wait, did he have plugins? Wait, did Giscard... Ugh. Did Giscard's shop have plugins for, like, the orbits? Did I buy those already? Oh, I bought those already. Okay, so...
What would you
and then I already got the items here. I don't think there's anything there. What's this? Evasion +9. Unicorn cameo. Yo, Flamesaber, how you doing, man? Oh, there's the medals now. I could change the pendulums into the medals. But it takes U materials plus, and I don't have a whole lot of those. So maybe not. Yeah, for now I think, whatever. I think we just go back into... I think I just go back into the Grim Garden. I don't think I need what's in the well, I do need what's in the shops, but I don't think I need what's in the shops in order to do stuff in the Grim Garden at the moment. Pretty good, I just noticed something throughout the Calvert arc. Oh, did you? Okay, so... Right, I don't have any of the new weapons yet. And we did Grimoire Decryption. I don't think I need anything...
Please select a store. This is what we have for sale.
Do I even have... Oh, I do have more Sepet now. I guess I could unlock slots. Due to the new S-Craft ruling, there's no one that can use any Wild Rage crafts, hence S-Craft. Oh, yeah! Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anybody that has, like, like, Wild Rage. Which, I mean, that is kind of different from the other 3 games, because you had, in the Sky series, you had Agate, in Crossbell, you had Randy, and in Cold Steel you had Gaius, and all 3 of them had like a Wild Rage type of craft. So I mean that is different. Okay, I unlocked those. I have what can I could give him Amethyst Ring. Which will give him quick effect for 4 turns when his HP is low. I could also give him Blind. Or Action 1. Action 1 would put him at 50 speed. Yeah, you know what? Give him Action 1. Fuck it. Okay, and then... have her with EP2, Mind 2, Mind 1, Cast 2. Okay, so I think I'll give her Cast either... I think I should give her Cast 1 here. So I'll give her that, and then... give her Lunarverse. Yeah. That's fine.
Thank you very much. Come again.
Alright, let's go back here, and... Can I not go back here? Wait, can I only do that with Van's team? That sucks. Alright, well then I guess I'll just redo this one then. Out of Randy, Agate, Randy, and guys, who do you believe is the weakest S-Craft spammer? I kind of want to say Randy. Because, like, Agate was really strong, and he also got his Wild Rage, I think, gave him the most. Hold up. This is a minute. Hold on. Agate, Trails in the Sky. I'm trying to remember everybody's, like, how everyone's skill worked. But, let's see. If I go... where is... Okay, so no, not Final Break. Where is... Okay, Wild Rage gave him CP plus 50, HP plus 30. And that's in Sky 1. Wait, why is... Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's in Sky 1. Sky 2... CP plus 150. Sky 3... Where is it? Sky 3 was 150. Cold Steel... Cold Steel was 70. Or that's Cold Steel 3, whatever. Cold Steel 4 was 80, and then Reverie was 80. And Reverie was where I also gave him, like, strength up large for 4 turns, and it was only minus 40% HP. I think, let's see, Randy, Trails into Azure, Trails of Azure, Trails to Azure, there we go. Randy, let's see, if we look at his was Warcry, which was 60 and 30, 60 and 30, 30 and 80, and 30 and 80. And then 30 and 100 for Warcry 2. Wait, does... Actually, now I'm curious. Trails into Reverie, does he get a Wild Rage too? No, he just gets Wild Rage. But his Wild Rage gave him 80... It was 80 and 40, and then it also gave him the Strength Large. Right? And then we have Gaius. Trails of Cold Steel. Right? So, like... Let's see. Cold Steel 1. Wild Rage 50 and 30. 30 and 60. And then... Where is it here? Oh, they changed it from Wild Rage to Golden Howl. And then it was 30 and 60, but it also gave Strength and Defense large. And then it got changed in Cold Steel 4. Wait, does it get... Oh, the true Golden Howl. Here it is. 40, 80, and then Strength and Defense medium. And then Reverie, true Golden Howl, 40, 80, Strength Defense medium. So yeah, Randy seems to be the weakest, I'd say, because Randy he gets Warcry, but he doesn't get like any Strength Defense type buff. He gets CP plus 100, which allows him to spam it, and then his he gets his Berserker, which is pretty strong, 5S, right? But so is Agate and Gaius's. I would say Randy's. Randy's is probably the weakest, I would say. I like Randy personally, however, getting real, his Brave Order is like low tier, his crafts are not bad. Yeah, but we're talking about like who was the weakest out of the S-craft spammer. Who, like, what was their, like, Randy, from what I'm seeing, Randy doesn't do any like self buffing. He doesn't upgrade, he doesn't buff up his damage, and he gets 100 CP from his from his version of Wild Rage, which is Warcry. But, like, he also loses more HP. So, I'd say his is the weakest. Whereas, like, Gaius will, I think Gaius would probably place in second with, because Gaius gives, that's why, because Gaius gives, like, strength and defense buff, but it's a medium strength and defense buff. And Agate gives a large attack buff. So Agate, I think, does the most damage out of the three. But I'd argue it's possible Gaius does more damage because of whatever setup you give him. Because I think Gaius is capable of having a better overall damage setup. And I think Gaius probably has, like, the better stats. So I'd argue, Gaius and Agate are probably, like, on pretty equal footing, whereas, like, Randy's kind of, like, behind them both. But also, yo, TB Tank, how you doing, man? How's your day going, brother? I am not a Fishmaster! Some sort of glimmering palm-like creature is bouncing around here. Okay, so I fight the palm, I guess. Absolute delay too. Yeah, that too. Randy kind of just loses out there. Randy does good damage though. That's not to discredit Randy's damage, because that's still a 5S S-craft.
Slowpoke. Count on me. Initiating drive.
You wish. Simple.
My move now. Support.
Good, little sick, and I'm on sick leave for 2 days right now. This would kind of explain why I was yesterday kind of aggro. Oof, being sick is the worst, man. I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
Target all at once.
I feel you, man.
All you now.
Now, cut through.
Oh god. Please don't. Okay, here we go. I want to destroy them all. Fucking destroy them all.
Cutting it to the max. Let it rip.
My goal here today is to try to get freaking Van's old outfit. That's my goal here. That's why I'm doing this shit again. I want the old outfit. That, and also I could use the the grind. Wait, so if I go here, it's only gonna give me here, right? So I don't want to. Kind of don't want to go here. I kind of want to go here because I do want to fight this palm. It happens, but it's kind of annoying when everything gets on your nerves. I mean, that's fair. Okay, so what if I
Push it to the limit.
do that?
There. Crimson Leaf Blade.
My turn.
We probably have a long way to go to get that outfit, buddy. No, I mean the outfit is in the... It's in the fucking Grimoire decryption. I just need to get it.
Push it to the limit.
But for now, I just saw the new Xenoblade game to be interesting. Yeah, the new Xenoblade game looks interesting.
Multiplex shard barrier.
It sucks that it doesn't, like... It sucks that it doesn't seem to... like it doesn't seem to. It's telling its own story. It's not telling a continuation of the like previous games like stories. Like it's not. They're not. They don't really seem. It doesn't really seem to be as tied to like Xenoblade 1, 2, and 3. But like it's still. It's still part of the Xenoblade universe. So I mean, we'll see what happens. It's interesting.
I'll cover you. Time for cleanup.
No, please don't run away. Please don't run away. God damn it. Everyone's low on CP. Fuck! Oh, well, this sucks. Oh, and they're just gonna fucking take the CP away from me. What jerks. Oh, well, that's one gone. Fuck. Oh, I think a few more just fucking escaped. God damn it. There's nothing I can do. I'm fucking stuck here. God damn it. No! They keep running away! No! And they're getting... Oh, come on. Well, fuck. This battle's over. This was a rip.
Right on time.
God damn it.
Now, cut through.
I haven't played the previous games. I have the I have the Switch 2, maybe two months, and I'm not paying full price, so I'm waiting for a sale that isn't happening on Nintendo. Got you. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
Get your head in the game.
I personally think Xenoblade 1, 2, and 3 are worth their price tags. Personally.
Let's continue.
They are, and they are. There is so much content in those games. They're very long games, but also they're very good. I mean, granted, I don't like Xenoblade 2 as much as I did Xenoblade 1 and 3. I think Xenoblade 2 is probably the weakest for me. But Xenoblade 2's story is really great.
We move.
Oh, also, thank you for the 25 stream streak. I didn't say that before. My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't realize the stream streak happened. Thank you for the 25 stream streak. Also, goddamn 25 streams. Goddamn.
Alright, that should do it.
Slay foes in field battle.
Next.
That's the other one. There we go. Activate 2 devices.
Burn away.
Burn away.
Mighty foe.
Ah!
Be mindful about this.
Initiating combat mode.
There!
God damn it.
Remain calm, everybody. The advantage is ours.
Reen's combat feels a little clunky. I don't know. Something about it, like... It's so hard to pull off a dodge with Reen for me.
Let us proceed.
Catch my drift. Gotcha.
Like, some of the other characters, I'm okay with pulling off a dodge, but with Reen, it's like... I don't know. Probably because he has to get so close.
Finish them, Crow.
That's probably what it is. It's probably because he has to get really close. His range feels really short.
Here for you. Take flight. Our Raven.
Even when it's true, the games are still old price tag is just too high. I mean, I will disagree, but that's fine. We can agree to disagree.
Sure, I'm down. Down. Here's our shot. Rush him down. There.
Hostiles suppressed. Let us proceed.
A mighty throw. Be mindful about this. I won't hold back.
Count on me.
I'm just too greedy to pay so much money. This might take... I mean, that's fine. Like I said, we can agree to disagree.
Go at it full force.
Supporting.
Take flight. Our Raven.
Also, the fact that they're even adding new content in the Switch 2 version of the games is, like, fucking crazy to me.
Keep your focus. It's yours.
Like, the Xenoblade games are fucking huge as is. And the fact that they're just adding more shit to them, like, what the fuck?
Right on time.
Oh, that's the only one. Okay, what am I doing? If that's the only one, I just need
Come
to...
on, let's go. All you now.
There. Crimson Leaf Blade. Simple.
But on the other hand, I would play a lot of money for Echoes of Minecraft. I think I'm not really into Xenoblade games now. I'm less ready. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. If you're willing to pay a lot of money for Echoes of Minecraft, and you're not willing to pay that money for Xenoblade, I question your taste in games. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I question your taste in video games. I'm gonna be so real with you there. I don't see SAO being better than Xenoblade.
I'm down.
I don't. I just don't. I don't see that. Xenoblade. Oh. Xenoblade has so much. Has so much going for it. The huge expansive world that you can actually like each Xenoblade game has this really huge expansive world that you can dive into and find all sorts of shit and all sorts of like like all sorts of treasure and whatnot. Like you have like there's so much story and lore and like it's not just that it's a lot, it's quality too. It's like it's really good story. It's really good like stuff that pulls you in, like stuff that makes you fucking emotional. Like there's so it's so like the worlds of Xenoblade are so beautiful and breathtaking. Like the music is really good. Like to sit there and tell me that you're willing to spend more money on Sword Art Online as opposed to Xenoblade, I'm just like, bro. I question your taste in video games. Maybe Xenoblade, I guess, yeah, maybe Xenoblade is not for you. Maybe you should just not bother. Maybe you shouldn't even think about it at that point. I don't know, man. Cause I'll be honest, after playing SAO Hollow Realization, I'm never playing a Sword Art Online game ever again. I'm never touching that shit. Ever again. But like, and I'm saying this as someone who's played Xenoblade 2, and I did not like Xenoblade 2 a lot. Like, Xenoblade 2 had a lot of stuff I did not like it, and in my opinion, Xenoblade 2 was probably the worst. For me, Xenoblade 2 was like the worst out of the whole Xenoblade series. If I compare that to what I consider to be the worst Sword Art Online game, which is Hollow Realization, Xenoblade 2 is still a better game than Sword Art Online Hollow Realization. So, like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. For now, Xenoblade was not able to tell me when I looked the gameplay to buy it for full price, and also the Trails was not able to get me to spend more money on the Trails. I bought Trails on sale. Of course, if I would play Hollow SAO, I would never touch a JRPG game again. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Honestly, the way I see it, me and you are not gonna agree on video games at this point. You just had a very bad game. Yes, I would not tell you to buy a new SAO game at the start. Oh, nope, we will not. Yeah. Like, the way I see it, Sword Art Online games are not for me, and being told you buy a Sword Art Online game over other games that I consider to be really fucking good is crazy. So yeah, we are not gonna agree on video games.
Big mistake crossing me.
We definitely have a huge difference in taste. Oh, yeah.
Mighty foe. Be mindful about this. Sure, I'm down.
But it's okay. Everybody has a different taste. Even if I question yours, but you are also Christian. Yeah. I mean, you know, that's fair. That's fair.
Ain't done yet.
Also, I will say it is nice to see that Bandai is remastering Tales of Eternia. I do think that's great. I do feel like maybe they could have probably did like a remake instead of just a remaster, but I mean, better than nothing. It makes the game more accessible. So that's great. I don't know what Mike would say about that. I didn't bother to ask him about that. I didn't bother to press him on that. Normally I would. He's like my resident like Tales of fan, so.
That should do it.
Pleasure. My pleasure.
I mean, he literally he like lives and breathes the Tales games.
Careful. That one looks stubborn.
So like, I am curious about his opinion on Tales of Eternia. I just forgot to ask him. It's okay. Maybe he'll show up later and tell me, or maybe I'll ask him later or some shit. I don't know.
Remain calm, everybody. All together now.
Do 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 do.
Let us proceed with care.
Let's rock. Secret technique. Six-fold gales.
Honestly, I feel like if I built Green for like Arts Attack, I could just spam the fucking that other attack, the Gale, whatever, not Gale, the one where he does like the fucking that wave thingy, the fucking, I forget what it's called. I'll look at it in a moment. Fuck it.
Initiating drive.
Once I get his turn back, I'll look at it.
Here for you. Shred him up. Deadly Crush.
Fucking Crimson Leaf Blade, that's what it was. This, I feel like, because this is a magic attack. So, if I was to give him more Arts Attack, that would build up the damage for that, and I could actually just spam that instead of doing his other attacks.
Pretty good, Crush.
Although, I don't know if I want to do that. It is a good attack. It's a pretty good ranged attack.
Big mistake crossing me.
Tales of Berseria is on my list. I like Tales of Arise. Very good. See, that's the difference, though, right? Because like, that's the reason why I'm like, that's also pretty much the reason why like I'm more curious about what Mike would say. Because like, Mike does not like Tales of Arise, and he's played like all the fucking Tales games. From what I understand, Mike has said that Tales of Arise is less of a Tales game, and more of like they kind of slapped the name Tales on a game. Which I feel like a lot of games are doing, or a lot of series are doing. Like,
Initiating combat mode.
there's a lot of series that like they'll just like Final Fantasy, for instance. The way I see it, right? Some of the newer Final Fantasy games just feel like they took a game, they made a game and they just slapped the title Final Fantasy on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. That's just my opinion. I'm not into Final. I don't like Final Fantasy 16 or 15, and those kind of just feel like, you know, a JRPG where they just slap the name Final Fantasy on, like an action JRPG where they just slap the name Final Fantasy on it. 'Cause that's what those are. They're action JRPGs, and like Final Fantasy, like me personally, I've always associated Final Fantasy with like turn-based. But then again, I stopped being into like Final Fantasy after 10. Like 10 and up, I was just like, I'm done with it. So that I'm biased on that. But like sometimes I do feel like companies do that. Like they'll take like their best title, like they want to do something different and want it to be different than what it is, but then they'll keep the brand name because the brand name sells. Which, I mean, from a business standpoint, that makes sense, right?
Now, cut
This
through.
can be, I don't know. If I was a fanboy, I would also not like it. Yeah, they were thinking turn-based is death, like, but like we see it's not true. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Agreed.
Heads up. How's this grab you?
So I mean, I also haven't really played Arise, so I don't know.
Taking names. Cleanly finished, bro.
I looked at Tales of Arise. It definitely did not look like a Tales game to me. It looked so different. But because of what because of what I saw from all like the videos and whatnot, I ended up not getting Tales of Arise. So I was like, this is not a Tales game. Did I play it? No, I did not play it because of what I saw. So. Expedition 33 proved them all wrong. Yeah.
Catch my drift.
Although the argument with the weird thing for me is that I don't think Expedition technically proved them wrong either. For me, it's less of I think both things are kind of true, actually. I think both things are true, right? I think Expedition 33 both did and did not prove them wrong. Like, here's the thing. Here's what I think they were wrong on, right? I think the idea that turn-based combat does not work with realistic-looking graphics or realistic-looking visuals, I think Expedition 33 proves them wrong in that aspect. But I don't think Expedition proves them wrong when it comes to saying that turn-based is dead. Because I don't think Expedition 33 is what proves it right. I think they already knew... I think they knew turn-based was not dead, which is why they made games like Octopath Traveler 1 and 2 and Bravely Default. Turn-based is still very much alive, and those games did sell very, very well, right? I think they knew turn-based was alive, but I think the thing is they felt that turn-based is dead when it comes to realistic-looking visuals, and that's where Expedition 33 proves them wrong, right? Because they already knew turn-based wasn't dead. They just didn't want to transition it to realistic graphics. That's all, and that's it. That's what it is. I think that's kind of the I think that's something that doesn't really get touched on. I think that's something that a lot of people don't really talk about. I think people are too busy focusing on the aspect of is turn-based dead or not versus like does turn-based work with realistic visuals, which I think Expedition 33 is what proved them. I think Expedition 33 proved that turn-based can work with realistic visuals. That it's not just, you know, it doesn't have to just be the sprite-based visuals or like the whatever you want to call it, or the anime-ish visuals, whatever. I agree, and they didn't understand that people don't always want real. Yeah, this is something that like, this is something I feel like a lot of people don't really talk too much about. I know that people like there are people out there like Sebi Webbs who will talk about you know how Expedition 33 has proven that, you know, turn-based can work with realistic graphics, and I think he's gone on. It's I don't have all the facts, so forgive me. I'm probably gonna butcher a lot of what's said, but like he has said things like you know, people want realistic looking turn-based RPGs because Expedition 33 proves that. I think there is an audience for that, and I agree with that aspect. But also, I do feel that like you do have an audience that don't want that, and I do think that the numbers are kind of balanced. I don't think it's one or the other. I think both can exist. And I think the problem I have is that neither exist within Final Fantasy anymore. Like having yes, would it be nice to have a realistic looking Final Fantasy that is turn-based? Yes. And I do think there's a future for that. But does that mean that there shouldn't be like your 2D sprite work, visual style, whatever you want to call it, for Final Fantasy as well? No, like I kind of want both. You know, like me personally, I would love to see like a sprite-based visuals Final Fantasy, like a return to like what Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, all the older ones were. I would like to see a return to that, right? But I mean, don't get me wrong, a realistic looking one also wouldn't be bad. Would I play it? No, because I don't really like realistic looking visuals. It's fantasy. I want you know, I want it to look like a fantasy world. Like, I don't want it to look real, you know? Like, escapism, you know? Fucking... I do think there is a market for both, right? And the thing is, I see more people talk about the fact that they want to see... I do see a lot more talk about the realistic side, and then whenever somebody comes in and talks about, like, well, I don't want it to look realistic, a lot of people are quick to shut that down. A lot of people are quick to turn around and be like, no, we don't want that. And it's like, but there are people out there that do want the 2D sprite work look. There are. And I think there's a market for both. You know? I think we shouldn't be so quick to, like, shut down one side or the other. I understand Bravely Default is not for everyone, and trust me, I understand that Bravely Default, that chibi style, is definitely not for everyone. I'm also not really big on that style. I love the Octopath Traveler style, right? I think, personally, I love Octopath Traveler's art style. I love those visuals. I love those sprites. I love the look of the environments in Octopath Traveler. It may not be for everyone either. I know there's a lot of people that don't like it, and they'll cry about the bloom. Oh my god. It's so... I hate this stupid gripe. It's like the light rays or the bloom, and I'm just like, it's not that bad. You kind of making a mountain out of like an anthill, whatever, right? It's not that bad. But like, I do love that Octopath Traveler style. I don't like that it's being kind of bled into like every other game, right? But like, I do like it. I also like the Suikoden art style. I also like, you know, Breath of Fire. Breath of Fire 3 and 4's art style was fucking amazing, right? There's a lot of games like that 2D sprite work. Like, I would love to see it. Hell, even if we just go with like a 3D anime-ish visual, right? Like, what is it? Like, forget like the Trails games for a moment. Forget those. You ever see Trials of Mana, the remake? The remake of like what was it called in Japanese? The original name was Seiken Densetsu 3, right? And it was remade, and we finally got like the English localization translation, whatever, for it, and it was called Trials of Mana. And then we got the remake for it, that 3D remake. You ever seen that? That was really fucking nice. That 3D like that cartoon. It had that cartoony look to it, but it was like a really nice. It was really well executed, in my opinion. Like, I think it was really well executed. It was very vibrant. It was very high fantasy. Like, it definitely felt like you were in a different, like, not just like not medievalish, but like it was definitely like high fantasy, like magical in type of environment. Very vibrant colors. It you know, it did have that childlike wonder of like, you know, like of imagination and whatever. It was really nice. I do think there's a market for like Final Fantasy, but like in all sorts of different visual styles. And my problem is I feel like they don't really try to approach those different visuals. They're just trying to chase after the latest realistic looking visuals they can. And there's a market for that too, and I don't doubt that. And I do think there's a lot of people for that. But I also think there's also a lot of people on the other side of the spectrum as well. Which kind of leads to like our what we saw recently with Final Fantasy I think it's Resonance. I think that's what it was called. Which kind of looks like a mix of like Brave Exvius and Octopath Traveler. I do think that looks good. I do think it looks good. Will I buy it? Once I get my hands on a Switch 2. It'll be a while. I don't really have the money right now. But when I do, I will. Like, problem is right now I don't have money. You know, that's the problem. I need to get my hands on a Switch 2. I need to get my hands on some money to buy some games. That's a problem. Money is a problem right now. But when I do, I will get those games. You know, I will get Final Fantasy Resonance. I'll you know, that's gonna be one of my games on my list. That's a game I'll end up playing. But like, I think there's like a market for all the different styles. For like, you know, the 2D style, the 2.5D, whatever, like the Octopath Traveler, and the realistic looking, you know, Final Fantasy. I do think there's a market for those. But the thing I feel they need to keep is the turn-based. I think they need to, like, that's something I feel they need to actually bring back and actually either maybe enhance on it if they feel that there's something wrong with, like, maybe to make it more engaging. I don't think there is anything wrong with it personally. I personally really like the combat that they had. I mean, I love Final Fantasy IX. Final Fantasy IX was like my favorite. It is my favorite Final Fantasy. Sorry. So I mean, you know, my expectations aren't that high in terms of turn-based combat. Alright? Like, Final Fantasy IX was amazing. I would want them to bring back turn-based combat. I would love it if they did. Just saying. Fucking hell. Like, I feel like they should stop trying to chase after like action combat and start bringing back what they were good at, which is that fucking turn-based combat. I don't know, that's just my opinion. Also, I don't think this will actually reach out to like Sebi Webs, but if it does, hey, how's it going, guy? I've watched your stuff. I enjoyed your Final Fantasy VII content. It was great. I agree with a majority of like what you've said about like how they've ruined the Final Fantasy VII story. I've watched a lot of it, and I sit there and I'm just like, yeah, they ruined the dying scene. Yeah, they kind of ruined Sid. Yeah, they ruined Red. Like, like, I feel you on that. Do I think this will actually reach Sebi Webs? Nah, it probably won't. I'm not big enough for my content to reach like bigger creators. I agree that they didn't understand that people always realistic stuff. I think both were. In a fantasy game, I don't need realistic stuff. 2.5D is not my style. Money is so funny in Rich Man's. Yeah, I mean, I feel you on that. 2.5D is not for everyone. I understand that. I do feel, but like I said, I do think there's a market for both. I think Octopath Traveler kind of proves there's a market for both. My expectation towards FF freaking plummeted 20 years ago with 12. Remake lifted a little. I mean, yeah, I mean, I was not into FF12. I didn't enjoy, I haven't enjoyed a Final Fantasy game since, like, 10, right? Like, 10 and up, I just didn't. I don't really like them. I don't like 16. I don't like the whole action-based combat. I don't really care much for its story. I don't care for like the desaturation of the world. The world coloring. I like vibrant-looking games. I like my games to be colorful. I don't really like my games to look as super realistic, and I'm not really, when it comes to Final Fantasy, I don't like action games for Final Fantasy, because my expectation for Final Fantasy is a turn-based combat game. That's my expectation. That's because that's an expectation I've had growing up, because that's what it used to be. And then once we got past like 10, they started changing what Final Fantasy was, and I don't like the change that it went. Like, you start to see it in 12, you see it in 11, you see it in 14, you see it in 15 and 16, and it's just like, yeah, no, like, 12 and 11, 12, and 14 all were very similar to, like, the Xenoblade style of gameplay, where it's like your skills have like global cooldowns. Your character comes in, does like a basic attack, and he'll sit there and auto attack while waiting for a skill that's on cooldown, and then you use the skill, whatever. I don't really like that. I mean, I like it for Xenoblade. It works for Xenoblade, right? That's Xenoblade. But then you have it with Final Fantasy, and I'm like, that's not what I'm looking for. That, like, I'm expecting a turn-based game because it's Final Fantasy, and Final Fantasy has always been like turn-based. And you took that away, and now you're doing Xenoblade's combat, and I'm not about it. And then they leaned in more towards, they leaned more into action with 15 and 16, where it's like 15 kind of feels more like Kingdom Hearts, and then 16 feels more like Devil May Cry-ish, sorta, right? I'm just like, I'm not about it. I'm not. You know, like, you already killed off my art style, because I like the vibrant color art style. I like the 2D art style. I like the, I liked when the games didn't look realistic. You already took that away, but now you're also taking away the combat. I'm not a fan. That's just my opinion. Yeah. Action combat is okay, but turn-based is also not. The thing is, like I said, action combat is okay when when me personally, like, I expect a brand, like a brand to be action-based, right? Like, if I wanted to play an action game, I'd be like, okay, I'll go play fucking Devil May Cry because I expect it to be action, or I'll play Kingdom Hearts because I expect it to be action, right? Because that's their brand. That's what they're built on. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Final Fantasy, my expectation was it's turn-based, because that's what I grew up with, because like all the Final Fantasies up to like 10 were like turn-based. Then they're like, oh, we're just gonna change that now. And me personally, I was not about it. I'm not a fan of it. It's not what I like. That's not what I like in Final Fantasy. My expectation of a Final Fantasy game is turn-based, fucking, and that expectation is gone now, because Final Fantasy, in the way I see it, is everything after 10 just doesn't exist to me. Yeah. Action combat, FF10 was the last ever. That's fair.
Remain calm, everybody.
I wasn't a fan of 10's story. I didn't like the characters all that much in 10. I didn't really like the story. But it has the combat. The combat is there. That's a plus for 10. It's not my favorite. It is definitely low on my list, but
Chart deployment recommended.
it has the combat that I like.
There. Have to bounce back. Heads up! How's this grab you? Altina!
Understood.
Gotcha!
Ready to go.
Do 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 do.
All you now.
Roll them down.
Though, honestly, I also feel like... I don't know. I also kind of feel like that with Final Fantasy, I kind of feel they're not,
I'll cover you.
I kind of feel they're not putting as much effort as they used to, I feel. I don't know. Maybe this is my misconception of what's going on with their games. Maybe it's my bias or whatever. But like I kind of feel there's like they're not putting in the effort to make them as fun as they used to.
Treasure detected.
I feel kind of like the effort is going towards making them look realistic and making them play like an action game, but not making them... I don't feel the effort is going towards like making them fun and enjoyable and I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know how else to explain it. Like I don't know. Like I listen to the music, just listening to this music right now that I'm listening, like in this game, and then thinking about like the stuff in Final Fantasy 16. I'm just like,
Big mistake crossing me.
I feel like there's like a huge difference in like just the effort that goes into the effort that they put into the games. I don't know. I could be like, I could definitely be skewing this because of my bias right now. I'm definitely like very, very, very biased against them right now. As a former FF14 online player, I agree. I mean, you know, I don't know. I'm like, I can't really. I mean, it's hard for me to say because, like, at the same time, like, I don't really have much to base it on. I'm just, you know, I'm kind of just throwing that out there.
Where should we go next?
Do I want to go here, or do I just want to take this and then fight him? That'll just net me. I mean, I could do that. That'll get me more shards, I think. I'll go this way.
We move.
I want more shards.
Commencing stage exploration.
Okay, let's go.
There we go.
With this.
Just don't say anything bad in the FF14. Yeah, I've heard that, like...
Hostiles suppressed. Let us proceed.
I've heard that sometimes the FF14 fans can be pretty toxic if you try to say anything bad about their game.
Here's our shot.
I don't know. I mean... To be honest, the way I see FF14 is it plays very similar to Xenoblade. And like I said before, that's the type of gameplay style I expect from Xenoblade, not the type of gaplay style I expect from
Roll them down.
Final Fantasy. But to be fair, Final Fantasy 14 is an MMO. It's hard. I do feel MMOs can be kind of difficult to make work for like a gameplay style. So like I don't think you like I find a turn-based MMO to be difficult to actually do.
We earned it.
What is this? Arts damage increase when HP is... Oh, okay. I do feel you can't really do a turn-based MMO. I do feel that, and like, well, maybe you could, but I feel like it would be hard to actually do, because the whole point of an MMO is to work together as, like, a group with other people And doing that as doing turn-based combat, I think, kind of removes that element. But you kind of see it with like Final Fantasy IX, because Final Fantasy IX, the original Final Fantasy IX, there was actually like multiplayer, and like what was the real purpose of doing like a multiplayer? What you call it? Turn-based combat, right? Like you're just literally, it's whoever knows how to fight that battle just sits there and pretty much tells what the characters do, right? So like, as an MMO, I can understand it not being turn-based. However, comma,
Yes, we win.
that's not really the combat I expected Final Fantasy XIV to take. Then again, I mean, it's difficult. Like, what else would you really do for Final Fantasy XIV, right? Like, Final Fantasy XIV, I guess, to be fair, I would have expected Final Fantasy XIV to be more of an action game, similar to PSO2 New Genesis. I would have expected Final Fantasy XIV to be more like that. So, I mean, it is what it is. You were talking more about the effort and not the combat. I mean, yeah, I don't know really what to say about that. I don't know too much about Final Fantasy XIV to actually speak on that matter. I know a few people who've played Final Fantasy XIV. I know that there was like one of the expansion packs that kind of just was a huge letdown for people. I mean, maybe that could be a thing that you might actually be referencing when you say that, but like I personally I don't really know too much of Final Fantasy XIV expansion packs and whatnot, so I can't really speak on that.
Catch my drift?
NGS let me down also. The NGS did become a letdown, but like I think it became a letdown because of how I feel like NGS was a letdown because of how it was released and whatnot. Like the problem with I feel like the problem with NGS was that the original you have Phantasy Star Online, and now they had to build off of that and keep the original, and it's just like if they had done NGS first and not well. I say this, but also like I don't think the technology was there at that point, so I don't think that was possible. But like, I don't know. NGS has really good visuals. The combat is a lot of fun. It's just, I think the problem is that it came out so late
Threat levels high. that it kind of harmed.
It kind of harms the game. Cause like peak peak Phantasy Star Online 2, like the OG Phantasy Star Online 2 was really good. There was a lot of content all the time. Like there was so much content getting added. They had there was a huge investment in it. Like it was really good. But NGS kind of came out when the I feel like it kind of came out in a time when the fan base started to die down, and they didn't like you said. There was just not a lot of content coming out. They kind of started to they had to build off of the original Phantasy Star. They didn't have a whole lot of content right off the bat. You know, there was like there is so much they were trying to incorporate. I feel like it wasn't fully planned out. Like that, like it wasn't. It was something that they didn't really plan out appropriately. The gameplay is there. The gameplay is good. Like that combat is really good. It's really fun.
Secret technique.
The visuals for NGS are also really beautiful. The music is great. It's just the story is just not that great. I'm not quite sure what you mean by too much gacha, because the only things I remember there being with gacha is costumes. It's cosmetics. I don't remember there being anything like locked behind. Like, I don't remember there being weapons or anything locked behind gacha. If your problem is cosmetics being locked behind gacha, then I don't know what to tell you, because that to me does not hinder the game. I think that is more of a safer type of gacha. It doesn't hinder the gameplay. You can, like, the costumes can exist. They're just cosmetic. That's it. Like, the costumes, they're cosmetic gacha. It's not a big deal. That doesn't bother me. I mean, unless they've added something else to the gacha that I'm not aware of, because I haven't played in a while. So unless they added something like, oh, now there's costumes that give you, like, special skills or whatever, that's different. It was the feeling that they have just bring out every 2 weeks gacha, but the content was still not there. I don't care about the gacha then. If the problem is just the fact that, like, the cosmetics thing, I don't care about that. The cosmetic gacha I don't care. The content is the problem. The problem would, like, I can agree with you on the content. The cosmetic gacha is whatever. It's harmless, because at the end of the day, it's just cosmetic. It's not hindering your gameplay. It's not stopping you from getting stupidly strong and destroying shit. It's not stopping you from progressing story. No, my issue was not much content, and I got the feeling that they were more working on the cosmetic. This is what I want to say. So you're saying that their efforts are going more towards the cosmetics and less towards the actual content. That's what you're saying. I don't necessarily agree, because that I'm gonna disagree with you on that, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna disagree with you because cosmetics are handled by, I'm pretty sure they have a specific team for cosmetics, and the content is handled by a different team. The content for, like, story and, like, the storytelling, the different areas and whatnot, that's handled by a different team. So I don't think the cosmetic, I don't think their efforts are purely just for cosmetics. I don't agree with that assumption. I'm just saying this is my feeling back then. Got you. Well then, I think your past self is wrong. I disagree with your past self.
Let's end this quick.
Watch yourself. A lot of them. There! Son, stagger, now! Strike all at once!
To the next.
I do feel that they probably didn't put as well. I don't know if it's effort. I don't know what it is. I think
That's how it goes.
I do feel that there's a problem with, or there was at least. I don't know how it is now because it's been a while. But I do feel that, like, back when I played, NGS had an issue with content, and I don't know why they had the issue. I don't know if it's like and they weren't putting in as much effort, or it's just that, like, they were having trouble trying to get NGS off the ground because everybody was, like, the fan base was kind of dying off or trickling off. Because I do feel that, like, Phantasy Star... I do feel like the people who were enjoying Phantasy Star kind of started to just die off, and I think they were trying to bring everybody back with NGS, and I don't think they were having much as much success as they would have liked. And I think that kind of led to maybe the like lesser content, and they weren't as focused on it as they were before, or as they wanted to be. And I think that might just be because of the fact that there was less interest in the game. I think that's what it really comes down to.
We earned it.
But they didn't do anything to hold the player, just brought new cosmetics. No, the game was just not finished, and they rushed the game just too early into this was the biggest issue, and just that might have been. It might have been an issue of, like, they rushed the game. I don't know.
That one looks stubborn.
I don't know if the game was rushed. I think it was just more so, like, it didn't have, the appeal that they wanted it to have. Because I know, like, I started off playing MGS and I just wasn't, like... It felt so... It does feel so different from base PSO2. But also, it was linked to base PSO2, and it was like this weird concept of like 2 MMORPGs in one. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot that went on with NGS. I still believe that like the NGS combat was really good, and I do feel that like visually it was really nice looking, it was really beautiful, and the music was good. Like you said, it's a lack of content, and I'm not quite sure what really caused that.
It's yours.
Like I can sit here and speculate for days, but I don't really know what quite caused it. Like I said, it could be there was just a lack of interest from the like they saw that there was a lack of interest from fans, and then they started to put less effort towards it or something. I don't know. Or maybe they tried and like they were trying something different and just wasn't working out. I'm not quite sure. I mean, the game is still up from my understanding. I don't know how well it's doing now, but I mean the game is still up to my understanding. So I mean. But here's the thing, right? The thing we were trying to say is, originally, I thought, originally I had thought Final Fantasy XIV was gonna go the combat style of what NGS, what NGS had went. Like when I heard Final Fantasy XIV, I thought it was gonna end up being like an action game. An action MMO, similar to what NGS is. Now, at the time, NGS did not exist. So, it was more of like, that's kind of like what was in my head at the time of like, oh, it's probably going to play like an action game, it's probably going to look similar to, it's probably going to look like this, and like, in my head I'm sitting there like picturing it, right? I'm not saying, oh, it's going to look, like back then I wasn't sitting there like, you know, because NGS didn't exist back then. But it was more of just like, the thought of like, oh, it's going to be action, it's going to be like, you have like free movement, and you can just use your skills whenever, willy-nilly, blah blah blah. You don't have to sit there and worry about like, just standing still, having global cooldowns, and doing auto attacks, right? The combat is good, music good. I like the cosmetics. I have given them a lot of money, and this was never the issue. About 1,000 players on Steam have the NGS right now. Got you. Yeah, but I mean, you can't really use Steam as the metric for NGS because NGS has its own launcher.
Is anybody injured?
And there's also a lot of people that use a separate launcher. I'm not going to mention it because I'm not sure if that would get anybody in trouble or not, so... I'm just gonna leave that be. But there's other launchers for NGS, so Steam is not a metric I can really use for NGS. Because like I have an account for PSO2, but it's I don't access it through Steam. I access it through I access that through PSO2's like personal launcher, like the launcher that they have, like their built-in launcher. This is not enough and too late, so I stopped. Didn't deliver. End of story. True, that's fair. I do think NGS kind of came out a little too late. I do think it came out at a time when PSO2 was dying, and I don't think that was good timing for it. I do think that kind of that did more harm than good. Like I do think that did a lot of harm to PSO2 because it didn't really allow for growth. It didn't really appeal to anybody new. Because everybody, like, everybody was done with PSO2, and I guess the other thing is, like, possibly, like, there's a possibility of, like, people didn't fully understand what NGS was and just thought it was an update for base game PSO2, and they didn't really realize it was basically, like, its own, like, new game. I think that's also a possibility.
Let's move. Cleanly finished, Crow.
Because you can play NGS and you don't have to play PSO2. But when it came out, I'm pretty sure there were a lot of people who thought that you needed to play base PSO2. Because you literally, it's the same launcher. It's built into the same game. You launch PSO2, and then while in PSO2, you choose, do you want to play NGS or base PSO2? So I do think that's also probably a thing that caused some confusion.
Treasure detected.
Well done.
Evasion plus 50% when under 25%, when under 20% HP during command battles. Oh, very nice.
That one looks stubborn. Let's end this quick.
I think the design for the launcher was not the best. It was confusing, also for me when I first started. Yeah, it was definitely, from what I remember, it was a little confusing because I was like, wait, what is NGS? You know, I did question it. I do, if I do remember correctly, I do believe the story of NGS was supposed to expand on the story of base PSO2.
Purge, rush, rage, sword, flame, ashen slash, luminous flux.
For me, was more, what is PSO? I want NGS. Yeah, well, I mean, that's fair.
Job well done, Rena.
I played, I didn't know about the old PSO2 online game. Gotcha. See, I started with PSO2. I didn't play. I played PSO2 when it first when it came out. Like I was playing that one when it first came out, and then I played that for quite a bit of time. I was very on and off with the game. Like I would play it for I played it for like about a year or two, and then I stopped playing for like a year, and then I went back, played it for a few months, and then I stopped playing, and then I went back, played for a few more months, stuff like that. I was very on and off with PSO2. Then NGS came out, and it was kind of like, wait, what the fuck is NGS? I don't understand. Why does it say, like, there was a whole, like, misunderstanding of, like, what NGS was. So Yeah, I do believe that NGS was supposed to build off of the story that happened in PSO2, which, in and of itself, PSO2's story is it can be kind of confusing. So, I mean, there's that.
One trek down, more to go. Where should we go next? The last obstacle between us and victory.
Yeah, you were the old player that they want to get back, and I was the new player that they also wanted to have and failed. And I really like NGS game. I mean, the cosmetic stuff in the combat. Gotcha. Yeah, the cosmetics. This is also, I guess this is also why I say, like, I didn't really give a shit about the cosmetic thing, because the way they ran the cosmetic banner is the same that they did with or not banner, the cosmetic gotcha, whatever you want to call it. The whole cosmetic thing is the same way they did it in base PSO2. So that's also the thing where it's like, it doesn't bother me. The problem with the thing with the, what you call it? The thing with the cosmetics is that you can always just buy them off of other players. Like, just earn enough money and you buy it off of other players, you know? But, like, the thing is, I was okay with that, because, I mean, they gotta make money somehow. The game is free. It's not a subscription-based game. So they gotta make money somehow, right? I was okay with that, because the alternative, I felt, would have been worse. Like, it would have been terrible if they had, it would have been terrible if they had made it where, weapons were part of that gacha. Like, oh, you want to be strong? Well, here you go. It's the latest weapon for your class is in the gacha. You either get this or you end up really weak. That would have been terrible. So I'm thankful it was not like that, you know? Yeah, that exactly. That was never the case. So the gacha was never really an issue.
Always nice to get a load off.
Yeah. But like I said, the cosmetic gacha, I guess like the thing was, it was never, it never bothered me in PSO. It never bothered me in PSO NGS because it's the same as it was in PSO2, so it was never that big of a deal. It was like, oh, okay, it's the same shit, and I've dealt with that for years, so it's not gonna bother me now, you know. I just want this stuff because I changed the outfit kinda every new fight. Got you. That's fair.
Come on, let's go.
Resound! With Azure Strength!
And also, a lot. The other thing is that, like, I had so many outfits from. I had so many outfits that transferred over from the base game, because a lot of the outfits that were in the base game also transferred over to NGS. So I had a lot of those outfits, so that's also a reason as to why it didn't really bother me as much either.
Come on, let's go.
Spirit Unification! Come on.
Now, Wicked Sword.
Thanks.
Your debt.
Push to the limit!
Let's charge in all at once.
And there was also the Mix Max, what the people did. I wanted to play more like a tank, and I was able to build this kind of character, but the game itself didn't really allow this, and it was more or less meaningless to do, so everybody went down. Yeah, I mean, PSO2 is not really PSO2 and PSO2 NGS. I don't, as far as I'm aware, you don't really build for tank.
Get your head in the game!
That was never. I mean, that's something of like.
Mirage, ready.
I get what you wanted to do, but like I think that's also kind of that's probably more of a thing of like a gameplay style preference. Yeah, I can't really help you with that one. I mean, the game did not focus on tanking. There was more emphasis on like movement and technique and like skill and being like trying to take less hits and stuff like that. I didn't do it, and at some fights, everybody was dead, and I was alive, and I saved the run. Okay, I was able to survive the hardest attack at least 4 times when every other one died instantly. Yeah, I mean, you'll have a lot of times like that. There's also a lot of times where you end up playing with new players, and they have no clue what they're doing, and they just end up dying to attacks because they don't see them. There's more of an emphasis on trying to dodge attacks rather than trying to sit there and tank them.
Let us proceed with care. You got this.
And a lot of people, especially like the new players, really struggle when it comes to dodging attacks.
Let it rip!
Sweet dreams.
There's also like thing of like you wanna be a strong DPS character, so this way you can finish like the missions really fast, so that this way you get better stuff from the drops. Because there are some missions where it's like like the faster you finish it, the higher the grade, which gives you better drops. You don't really want to be a tank and doing like no damage. You want to be there's more emphasis on being like a DPS, being able to dodge attacks, read the enemy pattern, and just destroy them as fast as possible. At least from what I remember. It's been a while, but that's kind of what I remember it being like.
Gotcha. Kick, flip, me. Slice.
Here's my chance. That strength in spades.
I still did a good amount of damage. It was just that I was also able to play like an idiot and don't be punished. I mean, that's fair. Though you probably could have had, to be fair, you probably also could have had more damage in your build, which would have allowed you to actually destroy the boss or the enemies a lot faster. That's kind of the difference in playstyles there.
This is it.
A lot of players in PSO2 gear way more for, at least from, again, this is from what I remember. It's been so long. You gear for more damage. Like you optimize that damage. Yeah, I had this kind of build too, but that was not fun for me. I mean, that's fair. Like, but that also brings back to what I said. It's a playstyle difference, and I kind of feel that PSO2 the way PSO2 is meant to be played is not. I don't think it was meant to be. I don't think the way you're playing it is the way it was meant to be played, and it kind of leads to like less enjoyment of the game, I feel.
We earned it.
I don't know. I was able to defeat alone. I was able alone to defeat with tank, but back then, where we fought 20 or 30 people again, the big bosses, I was always able to survive. No, I had fun. Okay, okay.
I take it you'd like something decrypted?
There we go.
Alright, let's begin. This glimmering.
Yeah, but the game was not built for that. Yeah, it really wasn't. It's not like... God fucking damn it.
Complete. What do you think?
Beyond the Darkness.
Alright.
Line of non-negotiable. Fucking hell! Not what I wanted.
Okay.
But this was never a big issue for me. I still liked it to play like that. I had fun. Gotcha.
Welcome. Please select a store. This is what we have for sale. Thank you very much. Take care of yourselves. Please, take your time. Preparing for another adventure?
Oh, wait.
Music
Here we go.
modifications then?
So, wait, what was... Okay, so it's not this. No, this is the same thing. Okay, so... Wait, what was this one? Oh, right, okay. And then this one is... Wait, why are these... Huh, okay. Okay. Exceed? No. Line of non-negotiable, what is that? I mean, this one's a good song, but this is more like boss battle music. Yeah, I don't know. Fucking... I don't like that they give me, like, boss battle music. I mean, some of the boss battle music is nice, but, like, if I'm gonna be going... this is, like... It'll play, like, every command battle whenever I'm actually in the Grim Garden. It'll play that music whenever I enter, like, a turn-based battle. Every turn-based battle having, like, boss music just doesn't sound good to me. It's good when it's for a boss. I don't have control of like boss battle music. It's so, I don't know. I don't like it. Ugh. And this was the other song, right? I think that was the other song. And there was nothing else... Oh, that one. I forgot. What was this one? Oh, right. Oh, that's the one I'm listening to right now. What am I doing? This is for the Grim Garden menu. What was this one? I do like that one. No. I'm not a huge fan of this one. I kind of like that one. I'm gonna go with that. Fuck that. Whatever. Equipment, orbment, custom, open slots. Okay, what do we have? I don't have a lot of Sepet to go around. That's what I have. Fuck. Yeah, about that. Alright, I'm just gonna...
Please come back again anytime.
You have not much, I would say. Yeah, the thing is... I feel like some of these songs, to be honest, these songs are probably aimed at like other people, like other players, not really me per se, because like there's so many songs I feel like are missing that like I enjoy way more than what's here. Like there's songs from like the Sky games that I would have really liked to have
take care of yourselves.
Back that were in Daybreak 2's Merhin Garden. So like I'm listening to some of the music that's here and I'm just like like the songs that I do like are basically the songs that I do like that are here are basically like Daybreak 1's music. And that's good. I do love Daybreak 1's music. But then it's like where's the music that you had from like, you know, the previous game, you know, or like the Trails in the Sky 1 music, Trails in the Sky 2 and 3, like where's that music at? They should have made a DLC for people like you. That's the thing. Well, here's the thing, right? Here's this is the fucking thing, right? They have the music that I would have at least used. Right? Like, they had the music from what Trails in the Sky Zenmai collection, which is like a rearrangement of like the Trails in the Sky music, right? And you know, I would have used at least there was one song in there, the Sophisticated Fight, which is like the battle music. It's a rearranged version of the battle music that I was using in the last game, right? I would have loved to have had that. However, that song or that collection is only for it's a DLC that's only for the digital deluxe version. Or I think it's like the digital deluxe version of the game. So you'd have to buy the game digitally in order to get that, right? There's no way to buy that DLC separately. No single way to buy it separately. And I was like, what the fuck? You know, I would totally buy it. Like if you made that separate, I would have totally bought that. Because you put it up separately, you charge like $10 for it, I'll fucking buy it. Because to be fair, it's just music and it's only for this like one section of the game, right? And I would have fucking ate it up. Fucking charge $10, I buy it, cool, right? Nope. I emailed them asking them. Oh, actually, it's called the Zamoria Collection BGM. That's what it was called. Sorry, but the soundtrack is the Trails in the Sky Zenmai, whatever, right? Anyway, so I messaged, I sent an email to them saying, asking if there was a way I could purchase the Zamoria Collection BGM DLC pack, like, separately, and then they got back to me, and they're like, where is it? Hold up. They got back to me, and like, we escalated your inquiry to our game support for review. Based on the information provided, the Zamoria BGM collection is available through the Deluxe Service Pack or any higher tier service pack. The Deluxe Service Pack is currently priced at $30 USD. Yeah, I would have to rebuy the game for $30 instead of, just charging me for the DLC, which probably would have been like $5 or $10, whatever, right? At this time, the Zamoria BGM collection is only available as part of the Deluxe Service Pack or higher tier service packs and is not offered as a standalone product and purchase. We hope this information is helpful. No, it's not helpful because I literally told you that! I said, hey, I know it's only part of the freaking thing. I don't want to spend more money to rebuy the game. I just want the DLC. Can I just have the DLC? No. No, you cannot just have the DLC. So, I don't know. I will say, I don't know if this is just a PlayStation thing or if it's an NISA thing, because I don't know how it is over in Japan. I don't know how it worked out for them, right? I just know how it is for me on PlayStation right now, and that's how it is for me on PlayStation right now, and I'm just like, you motherfuckers. Fuck you. And I can only speak for the American version, which is published by NISA. I know that things tend to be different in Japan when it comes to their DLC. Like, they have things, like, I know that in previous games, some of the DLC were made available that we did not have made available for us unless we bought the game digitally. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, a lot of times in Japan, it's like they got the shit separately and they could just buy it separately. Whereas, like, over here, it's like, no, you gotta buy it with only if you buy the digital game, or whatever. So, they're not good capitalists. I would sell it if you want just music. So that's the thing. They want more money. Like, I'm willing to spend the $5 or $10 for the DLC, because that's probably what it would have been. But it probably would have been like $5 or $10, somewhere around there, right? But they don't want that. They want the 30 to 70, because to be fair, it's on sale for 30. It was probably 70 beforehand, right? But it went on sale the moment I sent that message out. Whatever. But they want that money, and I'm just like, I'm not buying the game again. Like, no, just sell me the DLC. Fucking hell.
Let's begin our adventure. Treasure acquired.
Oh, I should have went on the other. Aw, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I should have went on this square. Okay, you know what? Withdraw. Go back in.
Adventure.
Oh! Ooh, that's perfect. Wait, how much? Oh, I don't have a lot of... Okay, hold up. That's fine. What the fuck is this? Oh, okay. Let's go this way. You were on PlayStation. They do stuff with the DLC that is not okay. How they sell it, you need this version too. Yeah, that's the thing. I think I saw on, like... I think I saw on the Switch that the DLC was made available separately.
Let's charge it all at once.
I don't know if that's the case. I couldn't figure it out.
As your residence.
But yeah, I was just like, motherfucker. Like, just sell me the fucking, that, it's one DLC, just fucking sell it to me separately. Not that hard. But apparently it is that hard.
Push it to the limit. Now, grab it, sword.
Thanks.
Your debt.
I want Reen in his form, but like, he's so far down that turn order, I don't want any of them running away. Fuck it.
Come on, let's go.
Life and death, ever flowing.
None can impede my Tachi's course. Purge, rush! Rage, soar, gleam! Ashen slash. Luminous flux!
There we go!
Where should we go next?
Let's go over here.
We move.
I'm just sad that Sony went into the bad direction of live service game and didn't do the exclusive games. I must say they got some bad decision with the whole political. I mean, I don't know what this political gender agenda, whatever you're talking about, is.
Threat levels high. Be on guard.
There's a lot of things I don't like. There's certain things I don't really care to talk about because like I'm not keen on not keen. I'm not in the loop when it comes to there's a lot of like I feel there's a lot of assumptions that come into play when we start to get political about stuff, and I don't really know all the ins and outs, and I don't want to make assumptions. So I don't really talk about. I don't like talking about like, oh, their political alliance and their agenda and this and that and whatever. So I'm not gonna talk about that stuff because I don't really, you know. As far as like directional, I'll be honest. I don't really know what live service games Sony has. I don't really keep up with Sony's games anymore. Like after like the PS5, there's nothing on it that I want to play. Let's be real. There's just nothing there's just nothing I want to play. It sucks that they I do feel like if they had stuck with doing like exclusives, I do feel that would have been good for them. I do think that them not doing exclusives is actually good for the consumer because then that means you can play those games on other consoles. But I think it's also bad when everybody is doing I think it's bad when no one is doing exclusives because what ends up happening is it's just there's no reason to buy. Like I mean, well no. If nobody's doing exclusives, it feels like there's less competition, and it starts to feel like the quality of games just starts to diminish. That's kind of what I've been seeing. I feel like the quality of games has been kind of diminishing, and honestly, the only people who have done, I don't know, not the only people, I guess, to some extent, I would say, the only people that seem to make really good quality games nowadays seem to be like indie devs and like Nintendo, which is weird because I don't really, I don't really sit there and think that Nintendo's this grand all be all company. I think that, Nintendo has some shitty practices, but like the thing is, Nintendo purposely makes good games because it affects their income, right? Because if they don't make a good game, then what's the point of selling the Switch 2, right? Because they need to have good games in order to sell their Switch 2, because why else would anybody buy it, right? Because it's so expensive. So for Nintendo, that's good. And to be fair, because that's good for Nintendo, the competition of them competing with Sony and Xbox or whatever, right? It's not there because they're not doing exclusives. Which means Nintendo's got, like, free reign on the fucking market, Because then it's like, well, people are going to buy a Switch 2 because they're going to want to play that next big Zelda, that next big Mario, the next big Xenoblade, whatever. because those are exclusive to Switch. What's making people buy a PlayStation 5? PlayStation 5 is now also went up in price, just like the Switch, right? But what's the purpose of buying a PlayStation 5? I have no reason to buy a PlayStation 5. You know, I'm still playing on a PS4. You know, I have a bunch of reasons to want a Switch 2 now, especially after that especially after all the announcements that just happened, right? There's so much with there's so much that's like on Nintendo Switch 2, and like there's a lot of incentive for me to buy it. I don't have the money, so I'm not going to. If I had the money, I would. Let me tell you, like after those announcements, I very much, if I had the money, I'd buy the Switch 2 right now. I don't have the money, but you know, would I buy a PS5? No. Why would I buy a PS5? There's nothing on it. There's no reason. There's nothing for me to play on there. Fuck. That's the problem. When only one company is doing exclusives, right? For the companies, those companies, they're not like, I feel like they're just not selling as well. Like there's no real, I don't know. That's my opinion though. Like I don't see a reason for me to go and buy a PlayStation 5. I don't ever see a reason for me to buy an Xbox. I've never had an Xbox and I never will have an Xbox. Fuck. It's just, I told you, Sony started with live service games that flopped and they didn't. I don't know what these live service games are. You bring them up a lot, but I have no clue what they are. Like, I don't know the games. I don't know the name of the games. I don't know what games we're talking about here. You bring them up, but I have no clue what games we're talking about here. I bought the Switch 2 months ago. A PS5? Nope. Why should I? Exactly.
Now, cut through!
Like, I don't know the names of any of like these live service games that you're talking about. I don't know what the live service games are. Like, I think the only live service game I've ever heard of is like The Crew. And I do know that's the Crew, I think, is the reason behind, I'm pretty sure is like the starting reason behind the whole Stop Killing Games movement that happened. And the bill that ended up passing for the Stop Killing Games. They're a hero shooter like Concord, only multiplayer games where you fight 5v5 in the shooting. Yeah, but I mean, that's not like... Did they only do like one or two live service games, or is like Sony just like going full blown live services? Like, are they making like a bunch of live service games? I do know that Concord did end up failing. Sony had I think about 20 in planning. They wanted to go. Oh, they wanted to, but they just ended up not doing so, is what you're saying. I mean, gotcha. I mean, on one hand, it's a good thing. I will say it's a good thing they tried and failed, right? Like that's the way I see it. It's a good thing they tried and failed.
There's a lot of them.
And then they stop, but they now have a different issue that is they have nothing to. Well, I mean, they've had nothing to offer from. In my opinion, they've had nothing to offer since PS5 started. So I don't know if I toss that up to. I don't know if I toss that up to the live service thing, but you know. The newest live service game is from Bungie, Marathon. Yeah, but that's Bungie. That's not Sony. That's Bungie.
Close it out, bro.
full force.
Go right ahead.
Heads up! How's this grab you?
But again, I mean, to be fair, these games aren't gonna matter. To be fair, these games are just not gonna matter. Well, not. I don't think they're gonna matter in the long run. Bungie is Sony. Is it really? I thought they were a separate company. Bungie. Hold on. Let's see. Is Bungie Sony? Oh, they are they're a subsidiary of Sony. Oh, I didn't know that. You learned something new. The parent company is Microsoft, though. Wait, no, they were part of Microsoft, and now they're Sony. That's what it was. They were originally. The parent company was originally Microsoft up until 2007, and then 2022 it became Sony. Okay, I did not know that. That's new to me. I had no clue. Okay, my bad. But they're okay. So technically, they're a subsidiary. It's not Sony is a parent company. They're not yeah. It was $1 billion. Yeah, it's part of Sony, yes, but it's not in-house Sony. It's not. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. It's not the Sony team itself. It's Bungie is a separate team from Sony. And Sony invested in them, basically.
Gotcha!
At least that's the way I understand it. My understanding might be a little wrong.
Initiating drive.
And because of the failure, they canceled Destiny 2 and other stuff, and Sony is not happy with Bungie. Well, yeah, Sony's not happy. That's the thing, right? Bungie made a mistake. Sony's not happy about said mistake, and now they're probably getting Sony's probably going to end up, punishing. In a way, not like a parent, but they'll probably they may pull funding from them or some shit like that because of their failure, or some shit like that, right?
Heads up! How's this grab you?
So it was the direction that Sony went, and they went left. Yeah, that's fair.
Kicking ass.
I need more EP healing. That's what I need.
Cleanly finished, Crow.
Initiating combat mode.
There! Son, there! Here's our shot! The advantage is ours.
And they were also talking about when they started with this hero shooter thing, the single player games are death. Not in the words, but they were pretty sure live service is a failure. In the end, bad investment. Yeah, it's a bad investment, definitely.
All at once.
Life and death, ever flowing.
None can impede my Tachi's course. Purge! Rush! Rage! Soar! Gleam! Ashen slash! Luminous flux!
That's the power of the 8 leaves.
Job well done, Mean.
Bad news ahead.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, I gotta use quick arts. What am I doing?
Remain calm, everybody. Burn away.
I mean, that's honestly bound to happen.
No time for standing around. Way to kill it,
And it's
Green.
not, I don't think that's just limited to Sony. I mean, there's a bunch of companies that are like that. Yeah, it's bound to happen. You think something's gonna work out, and then it ends up not working out, and then you're like, well, fuck, we made a mistake. It becomes a huge loss. Yeah, that's bound to happen. Like I think Nintendo used to. Rare, the company Rare, I know, used to work with Nintendo to make like the Donkey Kong Country games, and then later down the line, that was bought out by, I think Rare was bought out by Microsoft, and it seems like a lot of people, from my understanding, a lot of people feel that Rare has kind of gone downhill. There are people that feel like Nintendo should have bought out Rare, but they didn't. And a lot of people, there are a lot of people that, like, there's a lot of people that say that Nintendo should have put out Rare, and they didn't, and then there's other people that are like, it's a good thing that Nintendo didn't buy Rare, because Rare has, because look at what Rare has become. So, I mean, you have a lot of instances where shit like that happens. You know, you'll have companies that buy out other companies. It just ends up not working. I mean, there's still there's still, myself included, will make the argument that like Square and Enix should never have like merged into one company, and they should have remained as like Squaresoft and Enix, because it does feel like ever since they merged into one company, both their games have kind of just gone downhill. Like, I think they merged at the time when Square made Final Fantasy X, and around the time when Enix made Star Ocean 3. Like, I think that's when you start to, in my opinion, that's when you start to see the decline in both of their mainline games, right? Because Squaresoft was really, like, in my opinion, Squaresoft was really good with their Final Fantasy games, and that was all the way up to, like I said, 9 is, like, my favorite. So everything from 10 and up, I just never enjoyed, right? And that is when Square Enix was a thing. And then, like, Enix, I really liked Star Ocean 1 and Star Ocean 2. Star Ocean 3, not really. No, I hate that game. That game is trash. Star Ocean 4, not so much. Star Ocean 5, the idea was there, but the execution was trash. And Star Ocean 6 is a good game. But I feel like it could have been a lot better. But I feel like Star Ocean 6 is probably... Star Ocean 6 is pretty good. It has a problem with the combat, in my opinion. I don't like the AP gauge and I don't like the whole gauge thing. But like, it's a pretty solid game overall. Yeah, you start to see like, though, like that's the type of thing where it's like, was it really a good idea for Square and Enix to like merge together and become Square Enix instead of remaining as Squaresoft and Enix? I don't know. Enix had some really good games back in the day, and I don't feel that their new stuff is living up to what they used to be, and I feel the same way with Squaresoft. I feel like Squaresoft had some really good games back in the day, and I don't feel like their newest stuff is really living up to what it used to be. So I would say that's also very similar to it. Like, I don't know if I'd say it was a good investment, you know? But I mean, I'm one person sitting talking shit, I guess, right? I don't think everybody is going to agree with me. There's going to be other people that are going to have like a different opinion than me. So that's just my take on the matter. Nothing is not true, but not many games like back then. Yeah, probably was not a good merge. In the end, I hate to admit it, Nintendo is a solid company with... Yeah, Nintendo... Nintendo has... Well, I don't know. Nintendo has had their fall. I mean, if you look at the Wii U, the Wii U was pretty fucking bad, right? I can't say Nintendo's solid either. They've had their fair share of fallings, you know? But, like, Nintendo has picked themselves back up, basically, right? Nintendo has learned from their mistakes, and they've done, and well, not all their mistakes, but they've learned from some of their mistakes and have done better when it comes to consoles and games. Their stuff is pretty solid when you look at it. Like, they have a solid lineup of exclusive games. And like their consoles are pretty solid. Like they kind of know what they're doing. But they again, like everyone else, they have their faults too.
The advantage is ours.
Need help?
Now, cut through.
Yeah.
I honestly, I feel like with the way things are,
I can help.
like as I said before, I think with the way things are now, I think right now Nintendo Switch 2 is probably like the best. I would argue it's probably the best.
Perfect job, V.
Best console with like exclusive games at the moment. It's like the best, like it's a really good console to like get at the moment because like you have with the new announcement, you have a bigger library of games to choose from that are all really good and exclusive and whatnot. There's a pretty big library. There's a lot there. There's a lot you can sink your teeth into. And like, there's only going to be more, you know. The downside to all this is that everything is fucking expensive. It's all fucking expensive. Nintendo is taking advantage of the fact that they have exclusives, and they're real, and a lot of people know the quality they're gonna get from those games. And you know, they don't really have competition in the exclusive market, so they still have their faults and some questionable law. How's it called in English? I forgot. When they sue somebody that they're
No time for standing around.
they have some they have their faults, and I don't know what they have some questionable lawsuits, I guess you're trying to say. Which, I mean, yeah, they're pursuing lawsuits that I feel is pretty fucking terrible. It gives them a pretty terrible look. And I agree with you. Like those lawsuits are pretty bad. I think it's stupid. I don't think they should be pursuing them. I think they should be pursuing other endeavors and not these frivolous lawsuits, is what I'm calling them. I don't know the correct term, but they to me they look like frivolous lawsuits.
All right, that should do it.
Yeah, the patent lawsuit, where even the patent people told Nintendo, "What are you doing? I don't play games, but you cannot patent this." I mean, yeah, like it. The funny thing is that like a lot of it mostly comes down to Nintendo made patents for things that they shouldn't have been able to make patents for. And they got away with it because people weren't paying attention to the patents that Nintendo was trying to pass. And now people are paying attention to it, and it's not going in Nintendo's favor. Why can't I... Oh, there we go. Wait, can I get them both from, like... Yes, I can. Oh, whoops. I didn't want that. I just want one. There we go.
Roll them down. Six-fold gale! Follow my lead, Fee.
Your time's up. Accelerate. Eins, zwei, drei, vier.
Honestly, I'm so glad that they changed her S-Craft here. So, I said this in the last game, right? Where Fee's S-Craft, her new S-Craft didn't feel that great because, like, there was no... In the last game, there was no, like, emphasis on, like, her speed and her attacks and everything. It just felt like it was just a little flashy and that was it, right? This one, there's, like, more emphasis on her speed. You can see her doing attacks in between as she's running around. There's more going on with that, and it's actually really fucking dope. I like the change that they did to her animation there.
Shred him up! Deadly Crush!
I'm still in my growing phase. Leveled up.
Well done.
Greater heights await.
Think I can make it even faster?
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
I'll end it with this. There!
Reen also has, like, this delay after you do his charge attack. It's kind of annoying. Like, I have to dodge after doing his charge attack. Because otherwise, like, he just stands there.
Combat over. Ready to move on?
Like, if I try to press X after doing that, Reen just stands there for a moment. It's really obnoxious. So I have to, like, dodge after doing his charge attack.
Hostiles suppressed. Let us proceed. Careful. That one looks stubborn. Initiating combat mode. Conditions ideal for char deployment.
Do 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 do.
You're mine.
Oh, whoops. Ah, that's fine. You know what? I'll do that. That's fine.
There. Crimson Leaf Blade. Crush them.
Absolutely.
More to go.
Supporting.
Roll them down. Six-fold gales.
Ready to go.
You know, I don't really understand what's going on with that attack. Like, Reen goes in, he's like, six-fold gale, and then I just see a bunch of shit on the ground, and I don't see the attack, and then and then all you see is him jump backwards in, like, this fancy flip. I'm just like, what the fuck is actually happening?
Let's charge in all at once. It's yours. This is it. Count on me. Good measure. Silver swords. I'll cover you.
Do, 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 do.
Here goes.
It's yours.
Ready?
Leave it to me. Nice. That'll do it. Nice. Leveled up.
Do, 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 do. Do, do,
That
do,
chest
do,
looks
do,
promising.
do, do.
Careful. That one looks stubborn.
I wish I could just go back to floor 2, but I would have to like be on Van's side of the story in order to do that. Apparently, at least that's what it looks like. Because floor 2, because I don't have access to floor 1 or 2 at the moment, which really sucks. I mean, I guess it makes sense because only Van's team was able to do it, but you would think they would have actually let me do it on Green's side.
Take my lead. I hear you. Jackpot incoming. Shred him up. Deadly cross.
Go time, Allie. Come on, initiating drive.
Right on time.
Focus unleashed.
Let's rock. Roar. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, see, I like the pyrograph slash, because you can actually see the attack. This one, it's like this attack, the sixfold, is like he charges in, and I have no clue what the fuck just happened there.
That's the power of the leaves.
Job well done.
And like the camera's so close to the fucking ground there too.
Well done.
March Hare?
We earned it.
Absorbs physical attacks. Ooh, okay. That's pretty nice.
All right, that should do it.
Fire and explosion, good for me. I mean, I guess. Fuck. I also still hate the way he runs with his fucking sword. I'm pretty sure that's the same way he ran with it back in the Cold Steel games too. Fuck.
One track down.
I kind of like the way Shizuna runs with hers because she holds it with one hand and she holds it back. He's holding it with both hands and he's running. Fucking hell.
Let's continue.
Party-wide ATS bonus.
What incredible power.
Yeah, she holds it with one hand, he holds it with two. That's basically the difference. I kind of like I like the way she holds it with one hand.
Commencing stage exploration.
Okay, let's go. There.
Or at least I'm pretty sure she holds it with one hand. Maybe I'm fucking misremembering. I'm pretty sure she does.
Conditions ideal for shard deployment. Next.
Oh, he's shitting his pants. I mean,
All green.
like he's like using both his hands and he's holding the sword as he's running. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I prefer the one hand. I prefer when she holds it with, like, how Shizuna holds it with one hand.
Threat levels high. Be on guard.
I know I'm being nitpicky. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. God damn it. Stupid fucking delay. I hate it.
Here's our shot. Rush him down.
It's like I gotta fucking sit there and wait for him to fucking move because I did his damn charge attack. Gotta fucking dodge. Oh, well.
That's enough.
I need to do 2 S-crafts anyway, so we're just gonna...
Gunning it to the max. Let it rip. Sweet dreams.
I don't know, but a sword should be... When you're fighting with the sword, I agree. But I feel like if the character is running with it, I personally don't think they need to hold it with 2 hands as they run. I feel like that makes them slower. Or I feel like that would make them slower as they run.
Life and death, ever flowing. None can impede my Tachi's course.
Though, granted, you also don't really need to have your sword out when you're running, you know?
Action slash. Luminous flux.
I know when you swing your sword, you want to have both hands on the sword when you're swinging it, but like, if you're running, I don't know about running around with 2 hands, but I mean...
No time for standing around. Wait.
Then again, I'm also not a sword expert. I'm more of just looking at like the aesthetic of it, like him running with 2 hands as opposed to her when she runs with 1 hand.
Careful, that one looks stubborn. Initiating combat mode.
I know that sounds weird, but like, you know, I'm nitpicking. It's fine. It's fine. You were confused? This is a fantasy? You mean fantasy? It is a fantasy game, you're right! But also... I don't know which one is more realistic there.
Catch my drift. Secret technique. Six-fold gales.
Aesthetically, I prefer seeing she's in a run with one hand, holding the sword with 1 hand, as opposed to holding it with 2.
Counting on you, Altina.
It's just more aesthetically pleasing to me. I know that may sound dumb, but like, it's fine.
Incoming.
It's fine.
Close it out, Crow. Go right ahead.
All in. You're out of luck. Kicking ass and taking names.
Cleanly concluded, Crow.
All right, that should do it.
Mighty flow. Be mindful about this. Burn away.
It's endless.
Ah!
Remain calm, everybody.
It's okay if it's just your issue with this game. I mean, yeah, I don't even know if it's an issue. It's more of just me nitpicking.
There. Crimson Leaf Blade. Finish them, Crow.
Need help?
All in. You're out of luck. Follow up, Altina.
Initiating drive.
Do 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 do.
Right on time.
Need help?
Secret technique.
Six-fold
Six-fold gales.
goes.
Keep your focus.
Yeah, sure, do that.
Mirage? Rain!
Leave it to me.
No. There we go.
Mission accomplished.
Nice rhythm back there, feet.
Ready at will.
Break that. Give me this.
I spy me some treasure. Big mistake crossing me.
And give me this. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. They need to bring back some of the other music, fuck.
Careful, that one looks stubborn. A lot of foes. Stay sharp. Initiating combat mode. Another.
I'm kind of hoping that the next game actually gives me, like, you know, some Sky 3 music. That'd be great.
The fight is on.
Although, I am wondering if they're gonna continue with this, whoops. With the whole, like,
Life and death.
Merhin Garden thing. I wonder if they're gonna continue to have that in the next game or not.
Purge, rush. Rain, soar, gleam.
I mean, it's a great way to have, like, a bunch of the playable characters.
Ready to go.
Because it does allow you, it does allow for you to, like, spend a lot of time with the characters that you want, I feel.
They're stunned. Too easy. Go time, Allie.
Which, I mean, they keep bringing back more characters. So, like, the more characters that you put into the game, the more you gotta give, the more ways you gotta give players to, like, actually play with them, I feel. Especially when you have a bunch, like, this many characters.
We're low on time.
Ready at
Let's
will.
move. Cleanly finished, Crow.
So, I mean, they might bring it back, but I don't know. I personally, I like the Merhin Garden better than the Grim Garden, to be honest. At least so far, because honestly, the Grim Garden doesn't feel as rewarding as the Merhin Garden did. I feel like
Guess we win.
I'm spending more time in the Grim Garden
Ahead.
for less rewards than I did with the Merhin Garden.
I'll end it with this.
Like, I've done so many I've done a bunch of runs in the Grim Garden so far, and I still don't have all of the currently available stuff from the Grimoire Decryption. Like, all the cosmetics and whatever. Whereas, like, the Merhin Garden, I was able to get the cosmetics in a shorter amount of, like, time. Or a shorter amount of runs.
Bounce back.
My move now.
Do 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 do.
Go right ahead. Yeah. Take some more.
You win.
Count on me.
Shred him up, deadly cross.
Deadly Cross! This is actually cheap to use.
1, 2, 3!
Actually, that is weird. Why is that one actually cheaper to use? Wait, what?
Time for cleanup.
Oh, is it because I upgraded it? Is that why? Whoops. No, even when I upgrade this one, it's 58, and this one's 4. Why is this one? Why is Pyroglyph like cheaper? It's cheaper and stronger. I mean, it's shorter range, sure, but like still cheaper. The fuck? Whatever.
Guess we
It is what it is.
Seamless work, Phoebe.
Won't hold back.
Supporting.
Roar! 1, 2, 3!
Here's my chance. Go right ahead.
Do 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 do.
Take some more. We're down. Keep at it, Reen.
Life and death.
Oh, a later in the series game. Yo, Shattered Light. How you doing, man?
Purge, rush!
Yeah, this is the latest one in the series, bro.
Action slash.
We're on. We are now in Beyond the Horizon, brother.
No time for standing around.
Spot on, Reen.
Ready at will. There!
Looks like the JRPG players are happy with the new games that will come. I mean, a lot of the new games looked pretty good so far. At least the ones in the announcement that we just saw today. They looked pretty good so far.
There!
Is anybody injured?
Like on the YouTube video, yeah! Thank you, thank you.
Initiating combat mode.
More to go. Here's our shot. Rush you down. There!
Intense, love this anime JRPG graphic style. Hell yeah! I'm all about the fucking anime JRPG style. Fuck yeah!
Battle complete. Well done.
I should probably progress the story just so I can get to, just because I want to get to like fucking playing as Shizuna already, but like I do want to get the goodies from the Grim Garden.
Guess we win.
Looks promising. A mighty foe. Be mindful about this.
Son of a bitch!
The advantage is ours.
The advantage is ours.
All you now.
Do that.
There. Crimson Leaf Blade.
Shatter, have you played this one yet, or are you still like?
Standing around.
I don't even know. I don't even know if you played the Trails games before.
Careful. That one looks stubborn. Initiating combat mode.
Now, strike all at once.
Do-do-do. You want to play them?
Have to bounce back.
Wait, you want to play them, but you haven't yet? Is that what you're saying? Is that what I'm hearing? Bruh. You should. You should!
Ready, set.
I think you'd enjoy them.
Ready to go.
Life and death.
Though I guess the problem is that
Touches course.
do you wait for the rest of the remakes to happen, or do you just pick up Trails in the Sky and play from there all the way up to current? That is the question. Because they did remake Trails in the Sky 1, and they're remaking the second one.
Initiating drive.
And so it's only a matter of time before they remake Trails in the Sky 3, and then Azure and Zero. It's only a matter of time before they all get remade, I think.
Go right ahead.
You started Tales of Arise recently? Oh boy. Have you played the other Tales games? Or is Arise like your introduction to the series?
Kicking ass and taking aim. Cleanly finished, bro.
Stagger. Ready and whip.
First remake is out, second one is on deck. Yeah, exactly. The second one's coming soon, and then we're waiting. The third one we're waiting on. There are rumors with the Trails in the Sky 3. There are rumors that they might skip it and do Azure and Zero, and then maybe I guess go back to Trails in the Sky 3. I don't know. I don't think that's true. I think that's a bunch of hearsay. I think that's stupid. Why skip the third game? That doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. So we'll see. First full playthrough kind of game for Tales of. Oh, okay.
Initiating combat mode.
Ain't done yet. There. Son, down. There.
Battle complete. Well done, all.
Some treasure.
Oh, there's still an enemy left over? Oh, I didn't even see him there. Okay, now he's dead.
Big mistake crossing me.
There we go. And then I gotta go all the way back there. Got it. I do have a few other Tales games though. I have always loved the S-Ties. The S-Ties? In general. Got you. Yeah, I mean, as far as the Tales games go, I have played Tales of Xillia 1 and 2. I've played Zestiria, Berseria. I've played Tales of Legendia. I've played what's that other one? Not Destiny. Was not Destiny. It's Fuck!
Okay.
I can't. Oh, you meant series. Got you. Tales of Games. What's the name of the other one? Oh, Symphonia. I've played Symphonia. No, I have not played Grace's F. I played Symphonia. I've played some of Abyss, and I think that's about it. I personally do not like Symphonia. I honestly hated Symphonia. I'm also not a big fan of Zillia 2 was good, but there are certain things that Zillia 2 did that I did not like. I wasn't a huge fan of it. I like Zillia 1 better, and I was kind of okay with Berseria, but I like Zestiria better. Although I understand a lot of people like Berseria better than Zestiria. So, I mean, yeah.
Stage clear.
There was like certain things with Berseria that I just didn't like, especially with like the story, because I felt like one of my problems with Berseria was that like your group felt like a mishmash of like just random characters.
Power.
They didn't. I feel like the characters didn't really mesh well together. Grace's F? I don't know. Maybe. Tales of Grace's F. Yeah, I guess it was remastered. Yeah, it was remastered. They're now making a Tales of Eternia remaster, which I think is good. I do think Eternia could have used a remake, but I think it's great that they're doing a remaster for it, because just to make it more accessible to people.
I won't hold back.
Let's do...
Get your head in the game.
Let's do that.
Go right ahead. Mirage, ready. Here's my chance.
And then... do... wait.
Come on, let's go.
Rabbit Sword.
Rabbit sword.
Thanks.
Your debt.
Go at it.
Remedy's Song.
Lend me your ears. La 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 la.
Thanks.
Grove.
I would love to get the Tales games that I can. Yeah! Fair enough. Would be nice.
Cutting it to the max.
Oh, I also played Vesperia. That was the other one. I didn't finish Vesperia, but I did get to play it. PS5 player? I don't have a PS5. So,
Get in there.
fair. I guess I'd do that because that'll hit both of them.
Life and death, ever flowing. None can impede my Tachi's course.
I never bothered to get a PS5 because there was really no reason for me to. Like, there's nothing on the PS5 that, like... There's like, nothing exclusive to, like, PS5 that where I'm like, oh, I think I'll get the PS5. PS5 for me is just like, oh, it exists, I guess.
Ready to go. There. Go down.
Like, right now, this game that I'm playing is on PS4. Like, I'm playing this on the PS4. I'm not playing this on the PS5. And it plays pretty nicely.
Push it to the limit. My mind is clear. I'm up.
Need help?
Now, cut through.
Though, honestly, I probably do need a bigger hard drive on my PS4. Because installing the game from the disc fucking takes up so much space.
Let's charge it all at once.
If they were on Xbox, that doesn't bother me. Gotcha. Agreed. The PS4 still matters. Yeah. PS4 is still a damn good console.
Dreams. You wish.
PS4 lives matter.
There! Crimson Leaf Blade!
Ready to go. Mirage, ready. Go time, Allie. Initiating drive.
Wait, did he just kill himself? Okay.
I'd say that went well.
Nice.
Didn't he?
Alright.
We
Take
earned it.
that. Please, just give me the items I want from this damn thing. Fucking hail.
Have you come to unravel the wisdom within? All right, let's begin.
Just give me Van's old outfit. I don't know why that's so hard to do.
An excellent outcome.
They gave me Ferry's old outfit! Ah! God damn it! I wanted Van's old outfit! I mean, don't get me wrong, Ferry's is nice too, but I wanted Van's! God fucking damn it. Ah! I swear.
Here's the list.
Like, there's still so much shit in here left that I gotta get. This is what I'm saying about, like, I don't really like how the Grim Garden just feels so not rewarding compared to the Marion Garden. If this was the Marion Garden, I would have had all this shit already. Fuck. I'm so mad. I just want the Van's old outfit. Fucking just give me the damn thing. This looks cool. In-game collectible. Yeah! You get like cosmetic for the characters. Cosmetics and also like
You'd like to
background
change the
music for when you're exploring in the Grim Garden. Like what is it? Like the music I'm listening to right now is one of the songs that I unlocked. It's the Arc Ride Solution music. And then like over here like when I'm
Come again.
like this menu here, I have the Basil City music. And then when I'm in the thing doing like the exploration, I have like different music playing.
Please.
Like I can change all the music, but you get the music from from what you call it, the Grimoire Decryption. So like there's a bunch of songs that are there. There are a bunch of like costumes,
you'd like something decrypted?
like the different hair colors for some of the characters and some of the
Here's
old
the
outfits. There's other outfits that I unlocked, but I don't have them on at the moment. Some other little cosmetic stuff. Yeah, look, all this music right here. There's like cosmetic items, whatever, collectibles, whatever you want to call it. Also, yo, Tony, how you doing, man?
How may I help you? Preparing for another adventure?
Okay, what am I at for? I mean, I could unlock the other slots for some of them, but I'm not gonna be able to unlock too much. I guess unlock that. I would like to unlock that one for her. But the game is like, no. That's a lot. I could unlock this one? Saw the Xenoblade announcement and thought of you. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, I saw the Xenoblade announcement as well. It looked pretty good. I do like that they're I do like that they're adding new content to the older games as well as like upgrading the looks of them. The fact that they're making a battle mode for Xenoblade 2 where you can actually play as the blades, like that's something I was saying I wish Xenoblade 2 had originally done. Just made it where you can actually use the blades in battle. Although they're doing it to a lesser extent, it seems like there's like you can only do that like in the upgrade. It seems like you can only do that in like this certain little mode, whereas like I would have liked it if it was like the whole game like that. But I mean, at least they added it in as like a little section of like what could be, right? Like that's pretty cool. I saw that, and then I saw that they added other things into the other games, and then I saw that they announced the new Xenoblade Genesis. That looks interesting. Random question: was there a Nintendo Direct trailer for KH4? Yes, there was. I didn't pay too much attention to that, to be honest. They didn't honestly. I don't think they showed too much. They pretty much showed like the same world that they originally showed in previous trailers. So I don't really care too much for the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. I would care more if they showed like other worlds and like I don't know, because I don't really like the direction here. If it's only showing this one world, well, okay. This one world that we're seeing kind of makes Sora look more realistic looking, and it kind of has that realistic looking that realistic looking visual that like I don't really like. And so I'm hoping that maybe it's just for that world, and that like when we get to other worlds in Kingdom Hearts, we start to see that more vibrant, cartoony looking style that we're used to. I missed it on stream that has showed it. Oh, got you. It all takes place in Tokyo, no worlds. Calling it. Bro, if it does, that's sad. If it does, that's sad. I'm gonna be upset. Not gonna lie. Coming from the person who kind of liked Kingdom Hearts 3, I would be upset if it only takes place in Tokyo for Kingdom Hearts 4. That would feel like a huge step backwards for Kingdom Hearts. Because, like, the biggest thing about Kingdom Hearts is the fact that you explore other worlds. Like... Quadratum is a real world? I don't know. Maybe? I think it looks like Tokyo. It looked like the Quadratum kind of made me think of like it kind of had that like it looked like Tokyo as if like a place from like it looked like a place out of like isn't like the world end with doesn't the world end with you take place in Tokyo? It looked like one of the places in The World Ends With You. But, like, real life. Or realistic looking. So, I don't know. I'm not, like... If Kingdom Hearts 4 only takes place in Tokyo, I would be hugely upset. Like... Not gonna lie. I would be hugely upset. That would bother me so much. Because the Heartless messed everything up and each world was forced to separate. Not the Heartless. I think that was more to do with, fucking... Oh my god, the fucking names are failing me. Zemnis? No, Xehanort. Fucking... God damn it. New FF in the HD 2D has me interested. Yeah, the fucking Final Fantasy Resonance looked good. I saw that and I was like, oh, it kind of has the Octopath Traveler or Brave Excavus look to it, and I was like, that looks interesting. I'm like, if I had the money for a Switch 2, like, I would definitely buy a Switch 2 and get that game. If I had the money. Because that definitely looked interesting. What do I need for absorbing arts? Oh, I need a lot. I need a lot for that. Wait, can I, like... That's wind and water. What does that do again, though? Evasion... That wouldn't be too bad, I think? That doesn't really do a whole lot for me either. It'll be on Switch 1 as well. Oh, if it's on Switch 1, fuck yeah, I'll get it on Switch 1. Wait, why do I have Earth? Oh, probably because I just wanted the EP2. Oh, no, because if I... Absorbing Arts is Earth, that's why. Oh, I could... You know what? But then I need water. So then... What else can give me... I just need something that gives me a lot of water. So wait, if I just do... I could do that, and then do... that. Yeah, there we go, Absorbing Arts, fuck yeah. Some people's wallets are going to scream from the reactions I see in post Nintendo Direct. Hi, I'm some people. That's fair, legit. Like my takeaway. Let's see, because I wrote a little bit in my Discord. Let's see. There was the new Xenoblade game. There's Deltarune Chapter 5 that's coming out. Final Fantasy Resonance, Xenoblade stuff, Tales of Eternia getting a remaster, KH4. I think there was a new Atelier game. There's also the other thing that I don't really give a shit about, which was Zelda Ocarina of Time remake. Whatever. That's just Nintendo being like, hey guys, we remember Ocarina of Time. That's awesome to be excited for, though. Yeah! I don't... personally, I don't care about Ocarina of Time. I wish... I don't know. I don't... I wish they would have worked on something else. I'm a bit of a dick. I'm sorry. Kinda. Kinda sorry. Kinda not. Kinda. I don't know. I'm not big on Zelda games. All right, fucking like. I mean, I'm big on Zelda games. I'm not big on Ocarina of Time. All right, like fucking. Yeah, the Atelier announcement being a like whatever. Here it is a moment. Here it is a moment. Annoyed me. Yeah, the Atelier game. I think it started with a K. I don't know. I haven't I can't say I don't have any feelings towards it because I haven't really played any of the new Atelier games. Atelier. Fucking, you know what? The pronunciation of it. I'm done. All right, fucking whatever. I haven't played any of the new ones. After Sophie. I wasn't really enjoying the games because I liked Iris 2 and Iris 3, and I liked Manakaima 2. I did not like Manakaima 1. I did not like Iris 1, and I didn't like Sophie, and I didn't like Verona. So I kind of gave up with the Atelier games. I was interested in Yumiya. That one looked nice because it looked like a different direction from everything else, but at the same time, I'm not about to get invested in a new one and try to see and like I'm not gonna get excited for a new one because my expectations are already down the drain with those games. But I think in retrospect, I do think it's a game that a lot of people will enjoy. So that's why for me it was like I'll point that out because I do think a lot of people are gonna enjoy that. You know. I can see the appeal for other people. Ocarina of Time. Thing is, I enjoyed playing Ocarina of Time as a child. When it came out for N64, I enjoyed it. But also as a child, I didn't give a shit about anything aside from like beating shit up with a sword. You know? My brain was so different back then. I look at Ocarina of Time now and I'm just like, the story is fucking stupid and garbage, and the gameplay is not very intuitive. There's a lot of things I just did not like about the game back then, like looking back at it, right? And I don't really care for them bringing it back. I would love for them to focus on newer Zelda games. I really love Breath of the Wild. I thought Breath of the Wild was fucking great. I don't like Tears of the Kingdom as much. But like, I would love something. I would love something new. I want new Zelda games. I don't know. Kiya or something? Sequel to Yumiya. Yeah, I think it's a sequel to Yumiya. Yeah. I would love an Iris trilogy. I would love a remake too, but I think I would love a remake for different reasons. Alright. I'm gonna... Listen, I'm gonna be ending soon, but I am gonna get into this, okay? I hate Iris 1. Iris 1 was trash. The story was garbage. Absolute garbage. The story felt like it was... Sorry, I know there are people that love the fucking game. The story was complete and utter garbage. It felt like it was written by somebody who was like an extreme feminist and hated all men. I know that's crazy and that's wild to say, but that's how it felt. The female protag felt like she just hated all men. If you were a man, you got fucking utter shat on by the female protag, and I hated it. She comes in hot, just calling every guy like a jerk or whatever she could fucking think of. And then to top it off, she was an absolute Karen to like the one shopkeeper for no reason. That shopkeeper like came across like very depressed and suicidal, and she was an absolute fucking Karen to her. I was like, who the fuck wrote this? I'm sorry. Like, I don't normally get this way about games, but that game, when I played it, I was like, what the fuck? I don't know if that's I don't know if that's a localization issue, but like, I read that story and I was like, who the fuck wrote this? Like, well, I say I read the story, but I mean, I meant like I played it for the first time a few years back and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was so taken aback with the story. I couldn't help but laugh at how bad it was. I know there are people that love it, but like, I struggle if it's more. I struggle to understand if it's like a nostalgia thing, which, you know what, fair enough. Or if it's like, or they genuinely love the story, and I don't know, man. Like, they made the other male character out to be like, they made him out to be like a drunk guy who flirts with every female, and half the time he wasn't even flirting with every female. It just the one of the characters would just say that he was, and it's like he's not even really flirting. He's just being corny. I don't know. I was just like, what? There was one good story point. It was literally the freaking shopkeeper. Like, the shopkeeper's story was actually interesting. I love the gameplay and voice cast. The story was just not anything. Just was. Yeah! The shopkeeper's story, like, if you took the time to actually do everything with that shopkeeper, her story was actually interesting. I remember it being actually interesting, and I think there was like a whole thing of like her like struggle with, it seemed like she had a struggle with like depression and suicide, whatever. I don't fully remember, it's been a while, but like it was very that actually felt very thought out to me, and felt like that could have been more of like the main story. So if Iris 1 was ever remade, in my opinion, I think the story needs a rewrite. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel. But like, it's not the only one I feel that way about. Like, I feel like Manakaima 1 also needs a rewrite, and not because of the same reason. It's a totally different reason. Iris 1's story was just not Iris 1, sorry. Manakaima 1's story was just very vague. There wasn't a whole lot, there wasn't much in terms of explanation for anything. The story just existed. I was just like, huh? Like, what's happening? Like, I don't get it. What? I feel like things weren't really explained well enough. The reasoning, there wasn't even, I don't even feel like there was reasoning. Like, I don't know. Manakaima 1 was weird. It was vague. It was way too vague. Manakaima 2 was, in my opinion, Manakaima 2 had a better way of telling a story. Manakaima 2's story isn't exactly, I don't know. Manakaima 2's story isn't exactly better. It's not exactly a better story. It's a better telling of a story. Like, there's more explanation, there's more like character reasoning behind things. There's less of this vague, there's less of like being vague all the time. The story isn't exactly better. I did enjoy it more than Manakaima 1 because there was more of like, I understood it more. Right? And like the characters kind of had more personality to them. There was just there was definitely certain things that definitely could have been better with Manakaima 2. There definitely was. But like, yeah, I felt like Manakaima 1 needed less vague posting and more explanation, actual like reasoning behind characters doing things and stuff like that. So yeah, in my opinion, like Iris 1 and Manakaima 1 are very weak and could benefit from a rewrite. Oh my god. Atelier Iris 2 was a fucking phenomenal game. I've played that game multiple times and then replayed it more recently after not playing it for a long time. And like going back to that, it's still a really good, it's got a really good story. It's the dual hero system was really nicely done, very well executed in my opinion. There are some audio things which could benefit from a remake. Cause like there's certain songs where it's like you can hear like the gears or like this constant clicking and it gets so obnoxious. But other than that, story was great, combat was amazing, characters were interesting, personalities were fucking great, voices were good. Sure, the voice acting could be better now, but like for its time, it was great. You know, Atelier Iris 2, great game, fucking amazing. Atelier Iris 3 was also really good. There are certain things that I understand that people take issue with, that being like the whole, some people don't like the mission board, other people don't like the timed dungeons. I wasn't too bothered by it because I always felt like I had enough time in the dungeon regardless of the fact that it's a timed dungeon, so I wasn't really too bothered by it. The mission board, I understand some people don't like. It's fine. Gameplay choices. I don't really see anything that needs to be changed, so to speak. But like visually, I mean, you know, it could be remade and to look better. Voice acting, in my opinion, was also really damn good in Iris 3. You know, Manakama 2. There are some things where, there are some points in that story that I feel could have been changed. I don't like how, you know, the principal of Manakama 2 is basically the same as it's not the same person, but he's exactly the same as the previous principal from Manakama 1, which is basically a giant pushover and does absolutely fucking nothing. Which is like, hello, didn't you learn from the last principal? You were a teacher when the last principal was around, and you saw how bad he handled shit. Why are you falling into the same traps he is? What the fuck? That shit made no sense to me. But yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know. Manakama 2 wasn't exactly. I don't think it needs a full-blown rewrite as like Manakama 1 and Atelier Iris 1, but I mean that, you know. The gameplay was pretty damn good. I don't know. It wasn't terrible. I enjoyed it for what it was. Like, I think they could all use a remake and have certain things improved on them. I think there is improvement that could be done. Yeah. It would be nice. We'll see. I don't think it's ever gonna happen. I don't think it'll ever happen. I think Koei, is that the company? I forget which company it is. I think the company wants to forget about those games, to be honest. I think they want to forget about them and just continue moving forward with their new Atelier games, because I think in their eyes those are not Atelier games, because they utilize like their older, more traditional JRPG style of it's just an older, more traditional JRPG style of gameplay, as opposed to like their newer games, which are vastly different, I'd say. So I don't think it's gonna happen, but it would be nice. Yeah. Ew, time dungeons. I mean, listen, you can. I don't know. I don't think they were bad. I always felt like I had more than enough time for the dungeons. I don't know. I don't think I think there was only one time I ran out of time in the dungeon, and I think that was honestly my own fault. Like, fuck. I don't think I ever really ran out of time in the dungeons. I was kind of okay with it. Fuck, man. Ouch, how can you forget a game like that after spilling years? I think they want like the public to forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they want everybody. I think they want their fan base to like forget those games existed. You know, I think because I feel like what they want is like, I feel like they want, because they moved away from that gameplay style. So I think they kind of just want people to be like, to not consider those to be like actual Atelier games. I don't know. I could be wrong. That's just kind of how I look at it, because it just comes across as like, oh, you don't really need to know about these games. They don't exist. You know, that's kind of just how I'm seeing it. And again, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I'd like to be wrong. You know, because I would like to see remakes of those games. I think they would make for great remakes if done right. I think they would be great remakes if done correctly. Look over here, cute cat square. Yes, the left here is fantastic. Ignore the cluster quack on the right. I mean, you know, pretty much. That's right. I did get these two. Earth and space. Interesting. Space and wind. I have to figure out what to do with these. I'll figure that out. Not right now, though.
Thank you very much.
I mean, that's kind of my take on the Atelier games.
Come again.
That's kind of just what I think is going to happen. I probably am wrong. I don't know. I mean, I don't know the inner workings of the company or like their thought process, or I don't even know the fan base, to be fair. Like, I don't know who these games appeal to anymore, to be honest. So, I mean, I know nothing, you know. So, I mean, and also, to be fair, I also have a vastly different opinion than the people who, than some of the people who played the games, to my understanding. Because when I was playing through the Manakaima games and the Atelier Iris games, I noticed a lot of, there was definitely a bunch of people who disagreed with me. So, I mean, you know, it's fine. I definitely have, like, a huge difference of opinion when it comes to games. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe everything I'm saying is wrong. So, I mean, it be what it be. That being said, though, I am done for the day, you guys. So, thank you, everyone, for hanging out. Thank you all for stopping in. Hope you all enjoyed. I will continue this some more tomorrow. Thing is, I really want to run the Grim Garden some more because I do want that outfit. But at the same time, I do need to actually progress the story. So I will probably progress the story tomorrow. But I want to go back into the Grim Garden and get the other crap. Fuck. Anyway, I am done for the day, you guys. Have yourselves a good one. Take care. See you tomorrow. Bye.